Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's time for our tale of the tape. Introducing Josh the Tartan Tornado Taylor. He's 140 pounds even, and of course he fights in that southpaw stance. The Matrix, Vasili Lomachenko, standing at 5'6" tall, weighed in at an even 59 kilos, and he's got a reach of about 65 inches.
Oh my goodness, look at the reach difference there. That reach is going to be an absolute nightmare to deal with, because if that jab is used and that right hand is followed, there is going to be a problem tonight.
Introducing Josh the Tartan Tornado Taylor, one of the best fighters in the history of the United Kingdom and certainly out of Scotland, the undisputed light welterweight champion of the world. Vasili Lomachenko, one of the most technically skilled fighters in all of boxing. No one moves around the ring like Lomachenko.
I'm so excited for this fight. There is no nonsense here.
The fighters are ready to go. Let's hear the official introductions. We turn it over to the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, a boxing sensation from Scotland, a hard-hitting, undisputed 140-pound champion of the world, Josh the Tartan Tornado Taylor. Fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the two-time Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine, a tremendous three-division champion of the world, Vasili Lomachenko.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk.
I'm so giddy, so excited. The anticipation is second to none. Let's get it on.
Under the bright lights here for this one. Really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Just misses with that uppercut. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. He threw the hook, didn't land. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
That counterpunch caught him clean. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They better start respecting each other's punching power. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Taylor in that last round. I promise you, all three. What do we expect to see here in round two? Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
counter punch. We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move, you hit and you don't get hit.
These are my kind of fighters, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
And he misses with that straight left. He wasn't ready for that counter punch. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than equal.
Which one of these athletes is going to say I can't take it anymore? When you're facing a longer opponent like this, you've got to get inside.
I've done that before. Use your reach, use your speed. Frustrate the opponent. Make them make a mistake.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Taylor. On to the third. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
They drop their guard, they get caught. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. A lot of fans know how quick these lighter fighters can be, but tonight, don't be surprised if these don't pack a lot of power as well. Very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
These two were made for each other. Beautiful counter punch. That jab doesn't find a home. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always this round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Taylor in that last round. After what? Here we go to the fourth round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork or you're going to be a cooked goose.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Perfect counter lands. No rest for the weary. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Both men step back for just a moment. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Taylor in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that. There's the bell to start round 5. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter shot lands. Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter punching.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
You'd like to see more jabs. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
A perfect counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Taylor in that last round. And this is the beginning of round 6. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Catch and shoot. Well done with that counter shot. When you watch lightweights, you expect high-level footwork and hand speed, and that's what we're getting here this afternoon. Nice counter shot. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? Every every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Let's talk about Taylor in that. Here comes round 7. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Misses with that uppercut. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Good counter punching. Punch, counter punch. Defense is not an option for these two. How about that time counter shot? Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Taylor in that last one. And we enter the 8th round. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
A lot of effort being exerted here. Nice counter. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you. Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring...
Whoa, Johnny! And it's code red time for Josh Taylor. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. There's a counter shot. Only catching air with that hook. Those counter punches have to hurt. Let's talk about Taylor in that last round. And there's the bell for round 9. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Swing and a miss with that hook. fighter's not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Swing and a miss with the jab. Beautiful counter shot. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
His stamina is off the charts. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Down goes Josh Taylor. And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove. And down he goes.
That's lights out right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we continue.
Let's talk about Taylor in that last. We've made it to round 10. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes.
Down goes Taylor. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
You're right, Todd. What a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You still want to fight.
They got knocked down but didn't stay down. Once again showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your eagles hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
They exchanged punches. He threw a punch and just got countered. It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Let's talk about Taylor in that last round. And there's the bell to start round 11. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
They blocked the left there. And he scores with the counter. Missing with the hook. Nice counter shot. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
His stamina is off the charts. Nice stop, but that won't score. Looking to land the hook. Nice counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Taylor in that lap. And there's the bell to start round 12. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Catch and shoot. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Jab slightly off target. The only fear you have with this lightweight is, has he punched himself out? Good counter punch. And the Tartan Tornado is down. A good body shot will paralyze you, and as you can see here, that's exactly what happened.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
Well, there's no argument right there. You say it. Night, night.